Little update, it's 12:30. There's a lot of people, but I only made 4 sales so far. So it's slow as I expected. I just applied to Tacton. It's always a vibe to apply to a con while being at another con. Thankfully, no one wanted to buy anything during that time, so I was able to make my application. I'm sure I won't make the first come first serve, but at least my name is in for the gacha tables. So I hope things pick up in the afternoon. For this con I don't have a helper with me, so I'm alone. I read my book so far and I drew it a little bit. But yeah, there's still a lot of today left. Maybe I'll catch you if I have another update later.
Okay, imagine corn dogs is amazing. As they just work. Right there.
I'll find them great here.
You have
Do
to
you need
put
your
the
receipt?
corn dog.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
I get them.
It's Sunday. I think it's the first time I talk to the camera because today my sister decided to come help me and I'm a little bit shy. So yeah, it's near the end of the day. There was less than 1 hour left and today was actually better than yesterday, except that there was a fire alarm in the middle of the day and that really stopped all the sales. Everyone ran out of the building and it seems like not many people came back, at least in where I am, and I'm in a bad spot, so that may explain it also. But yeah, it's really slow, but I still reach at least $500 in sales, so at least there's that. I'm not completely disappointed, but it was a really slow event. I won't do it next year. My only expense for this event was the table fee, since I'm kind of local. So the table fee was $287 and I made $500 in sales. So I did cover that at least. I wouldn't do it again because they split artists in two different levels. It takes place in an ice rink. It takes place at Place Belle, which is an ice rink, and there's people on the ice, but there's also a few of us upstairs. But there's not a lot of people upstairs. It's kind of bad. I wouldn't do it because of that. And the table fee is really expensive for what it is, so I don't recommend it to anyone. Hello! Sorry if you hear background noise. It's summertime here, so all my windows and doors are open, and there's a lot of dogs and just like people making noises outside, so you might hear some of that. I'm sorry about it. It's been 1 full month since Laval Comiccon, and I'm here for the recap finally. As usual, I'm like super late doing it. Hopefully, one day I'll be able to like be on top of all the video editing that I want to do. So Laval Comic Con is a small convention. It's a 2-day event, so only Saturday and Sunday. It's the first time it's happening since 2019, and 2019 was the first edition. So this year's edition was the second one to ever happen, but with such a large gap in between the two, it's kind of like a new convention, kind of like it's the first time it's happening, especially since it's a new venue this time compared to the one in 2019. So there's really nothing to compare about it. The company that organizes this one reached out to previous vendors from the Montreal Comic Con, Ottawa, and Quebec, I think, and basically told all of us that they were organizing a new convention, and if we wanted to sign up, we had like early bird pricing, I think. And there was like no info about it. We didn't know if there was going to be guests or anything. We all assumed that there would be some kind of entertainment for attendees and not just artist eye at that point, but we really had no idea what the con was going to look like. Since I'm local to the area, I decided to sign up because why not? But turns out there was only one guest, I think, and it's a guest that always comes or almost always comes to their event, so it's nothing really special. And there was not a lot of activities, and I think there was a lot of confusion about the tickets because from what I read, there was a type of ticket that only allows you to like shop around, and one that also gave you access to the activities, but at some point some were sold out and people were angry and they bring them back, so it's not super clear what the ticket situation was. But for my experience as a vendor, the setup was pretty much easy. The only thing is really the map was like really bad. I showed you, I think, footage from it. I can put a map right here to like better explain it. But we were basically split into two levels, and the main area was the bottom level, and I was on the top level. So that was not super fun. There was also only one elevator that I was aware of, at least. And when it was time to tear down everything Sunday night, it was really super long to wait for the one singular elevator. So just that was not fun. And it was a small elevator too, like just a regular small elevator, not a freight elevator like I usually have in big cons. So yeah, it's just a small thing, but combined with the map and the pricing of the table, it made for not a super great experience as a vendor. So I think I mentioned it in the video already, but for the expenses, I had only the table fee, which was around $286, I think, and absolutely no other expenses. So that's great. We love local cons for that. As for my sales, I made 29 sales across the 2 days, which is not a lot of sales for 2 days, but I was expecting it to be slow. And my average sale was $20, which is pretty good because that means people mostly bought two things. So for my total sales, while it covered my table fee and more, it didn't cover a lot more. And for 2 days, and if I had made that amount in one day, I would have been happy. But since I made that amount in 2 days, it's not enough to cover for 2 days worth of work and the product sold and everything that goes into working at a convention. So I won't go back next year. I'm not even sure if they plan on doing one next year because I don't think it was a huge success. Maybe they will, and I will for sure not go back. My best day in terms of sale was Sunday, surprisingly, and after that, Saturday. And usually at cons, Saturday is the best day, so I was super surprised that Sunday was the best. One thing that helped my Sunday is that someone bought a full set of enamel pins. So they bought 10 enamel pins for $100, which boosted my numbers a lot. So if I didn't have that sale, I would be really sad. At this con, my cash versus card ratio was about 50-50. And for my top 3 categories, my first one was enamel pins. After that, photo card holders, and then keychains. So these were my top 3 items at Laval Comiccon. So as I mentioned, I wouldn't go back to this event. I can't recommend it really to anyone because it was, if the map stays the same, it really sucks to be upstairs while everyone else is downstairs. And especially like my area was like after the stairs to go downstairs. It was kind of a zone where not a lot of people went. So just because of the map, I wouldn't recommend it. If you really, really want to try it out, I would only recommend it for local people. Definitely don't travel for it, not even from Ottawa. I don't think it's worth it. Because if you have to pay for a hotel and just like the travel time to get here, it's like, no, please don't do this to yourself. So yeah, I wasn't expecting a lot from Laval Comic Con, to be honest. So it like kind of reached my expectation for the event, even though I would have hoped for better. And now I know what it's like, and I will not go back. But that's okay, that's what trying cons is for. So my next one after that is OdaFest. I'm actually back from OdaFest, so this is the next video I will be editing. Hopefully you'll be able to see that recap soon. And spoilers, but it was a good one for me finally, yay! So I'm excited to edit that one. Thank you again for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed them and learned from the cons that I do. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them. And I will see you next time. Bye bye!